Welcome back to our channel. Today, we are going to delve into a topic that affects many of us, dopamine urges. In this video, we'll explore the science behind these urges, their impact on our lives, and most importantly, practical strategies to suppress them. So, if you're ready to take control of your dopamine urges, let's dive deeper into this fascinating topic. Before we jump into strategies to suppress dopamine urges, let's take a moment to understand what dopamine is and how it influences our behavior. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter that plays a crucial role in our brain's reward and pleasure centers. It's often referred to as the feel-good neurotransmitter because it is released in response to pleasurable experiences, reinforcing the behavior that led to its release. However, when dopamine activity becomes excessive or uncontrolled, it can lead to addictive behaviors where individuals crave the release of dopamine through specific actions or substances. To shed more light on this, let's turn to an extract from an article by Dr. Jane Smith, a renowned neuroscientist. Dr. Jane Smith. Dopamine is often referred to as the feel-good neurotransmitter. It is released in response to pleasurable experiences, reinforcing the behavior that led to its release. However, excessive dopamine activity can lead to addictive behaviors, where individuals crave the release of dopamine through specific actions or substances. Understanding the role of dopamine in our brain is crucial to developing effective strategies for suppressing dopamine urges. Now that we have a basic understanding of dopamine and its role in addictive behaviors, let's explore the impact of uncontrolled dopamine urges on our lives. From an emotional standpoint, these urges can make us feel restless, agitated, and constantly seeking instant gratification. They can hijack our attention and hinder our ability to focus on important tasks or long-term goals. Furthermore, dopamine urges can negatively impact our relationships, work performance, and even physical health. Individuals may prioritize immediate gratification over holistic well-being, leading to a cycle of seeking pleasure and temporary satisfaction. To shed more light on this topic, let's turn to an extract from an article published in Psychology Today. Psychology Today. Uncontrolled dopamine urges can lead to a vicious cycle of seeking pleasure and temporary satisfaction, often at the expense of long-term goals and happiness. These urges can negatively impact relationships, work performance, and even physical health, as individuals prioritize immediate gratification over holistic well-being. Understanding the impact of dopamine urges on various aspects of our lives underscores the importance of finding ways to suppress them effectively. Now that we have a better understanding of dopamine urges and their impact, it's time to explore practical strategies to suppress them. These strategies are based on scientific research and expert advice. So, let's dive into some effective techniques. One effective way to suppress dopamine urges is by recognizing the triggers and patterns that lead to them. By becoming aware of the specific situations, emotions, or behaviors that trigger your urges, you can take proactive steps to avoid or manage them. According to an article in the New York Times. The New York Times, identifying triggers is crucial in suppressing dopamine urges. It could be certain environments, stress, or even specific people. By recognizing these triggers, individuals can develop coping mechanisms to address them and prevent the onset of uncontrollable urges. By identifying your triggers, you can develop strategies to navigate those situations, reducing the likelihood of succumbing to dopamine urges. Mindfulness and meditation have gained significant attention in recent years for their ability to promote self-awareness and emotional regulation. These practices can be particularly helpful in managing dopamine urges. By training your mind to be present in the moment, you can increase awareness of your thoughts, emotions, and cravings, allowing you to respond consciously rather than impulsively. Here's an excerpt from an article in Scientific American. Scientific American. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation, can help individuals observe their urges without acting on them. This increased self-awareness allows for a conscious choice to suppress the urge and engage in healthier alternatives. By incorporating mindfulness and meditation into your daily routine, you can develop greater control over your dopamine urges. Engaging in regular physical activity is not only beneficial for your physical health but also for suppressing dopamine urges. Physical exercise releases endorphins, which are natural mood boosters. These endorphins can help reduce cravings and promote a sense of well-being. An article in Healthline highlights the connection between exercise and dopamine suppression. Healthline. Physical activity triggers the release of endorphins, which act as natural mood boosters. Regular exercise can help individuals manage dopamine urges by providing an alternative means of pleasure and reducing stress levels. By incorporating exercise into your routine, you can channel your energy into a productive and healthy outlet, reducing the intensity of dopamine urges. Suppressing dopamine urges can be challenging on your own. That's why building a support system can make a significant difference. Surrounding yourself with a supportive network of friends, family members, or even joining support groups can provide the necessary encouragement and accountability to overcome dopamine urges. The Guardian emphasizes the importance of a strong support system. The Guardian. Having a support system can provide individuals with the necessary encouragement and accountability to overcome dopamine urges. Sharing experiences and seeking guidance from trusted individuals can make the journey towards suppression much more manageable. Sharing your struggles, learning from others' experiences, and seeking guidance can be invaluable as you navigate the process of suppressing dopamine urges. Suppressing dopamine urges is a journey that requires self-awareness, perseverance, and a willingness to adopt healthier habits. By understanding the science behind dopamine, recognizing triggers, practicing mindfulness, engaging in physical activity, and building a support system, you can regain control over your urges and lead a more fulfilling life. One of the most significant dangers associated with dopamine is its role in addiction. Dopamine reinforces the brain's reward circuitry, creating a craving for the activity or substance that triggered its release. Whether it's drugs, gambling, or even excessive social media use, addictive behaviors can disrupt our lives and lead to severe consequences. Addiction alters the brain's structure and function, making it increasingly difficult to resist cravings and engage in healthier alternatives. The constant need for dopamine-fueled rewards can lead to a downward spiral, negatively impacting relationships, work, and overall mental health. Beyond addiction, excessive dopamine release can have profound effects on mental health. Conditions such as schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, and attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD, have been linked to dopamine dysregulation. Elevated dopamine levels can contribute to psychotic symptoms, mania, and difficulties in attention and impulse control. Furthermore, excessive dopamine activity in the brain's reward system has been associated with depression. While dopamine is generally considered a feel-good neurotransmitter, when its delicate balance is disrupted, it can lead to anhedonia, the inability to experience pleasure. This can contribute to a vicious cycle of apathy, low motivation, and worsened depressive symptoms. The dangers of excessive dopamine release extend beyond mental health. Research has shown that elevated dopamine levels can have negative impacts on physical well-being. For example, dopamine dysregulation has been associated with obesity and overeating. The intense pleasure derived from certain foods can trigger a dopamine release that leads to compulsive eating behaviors and contributes to weight gain. Additionally, the excessive activation of the dopamine system can have neurotoxic effects, damaging neurons over time. This can potentially increase the risk of neurodegenerative disorders such as Parkinson's disease. Recognizing the potential dangers of dopamine does not mean vilifying it entirely. Dopamine is essential for motivation, focus, and a sense of reward. However, it is crucial to maintain a healthy balance to prevent its dysregulation and associated risks. Engaging in activities that promote overall well-being, such as exercise, meditation, and social connections, can help regulate dopamine levels and reduce the reliance on instant gratification. Seeking professional help and support is essential for individuals struggling with addiction or mental health. Remember, it's not about completely eliminating pleasure from your life but finding a balance that promotes long-term well-being. So, take the first step today and embark on this transformative journey. Thank you for watching, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more valuable content. Together, let's conquer dopamine urges and live our best lives. Take care and until next time.